Hello, guys. Mugen813 back here again to talk about, yes, the NHL refs. NHL refs, because obviously, I'm sure most of you have heard about, there's a big controversy with veteran referee Tim Peel. He got, I guess, fired to an extent. They just said he wasn't going to do any more games anymore. Um, he's been in the league for like 20 years, and he was going to retire at the end of next month. So just a bit of an early retirement for him. Why, might you ask? Well, he was talking to the other official in the Nashville versus Detroit game after a penalty to Victor Arvidsson, and with his hot mic on, he said the quiet part out loud, which is the thing I was saying, the thing that everyone knows is a thing, but they try to deny it. Makeup calls. Oh, well, this guy, they got a bunch of penalties and they have, so of course we have to even things up all the time and, give the team that, doesn't have that many penalties, more penalties, lower the bar for a penalty for them because we got to, got to manage the game, as they say. And although most people have accepted that it's good that he got let go, or at least good that this might get addressed at some point, there's some people, of course, pushing back, saying, "Oh, but like the refs have to manage the game. They got to manage the game." The people who would yell about how the refs can't influence the game, they got to put the whistles away, and then say they got to manage the game. Like Kerry Fraser is like sitting there, like, "Oh, as refs, we got to, get a feel for the game. Yeah, so we can rig it in favor of the team that is not as good or not or falling behind in the penalty counter. We just muck up the game and make it so that the penalty count is always even. And you know what it does? We end up with situations in the playoffs where we have team A, who's really good, really skilled, really talented, getting hooked and held and slashed all the time by team B, who's not talented. But hey, Team B doesn't ever get penalized, because if they called it by the rule book, Team B would have like 10 penalties and Team A would have two. And then people would complain that you're not managing the game properly. And so they just don't call anything against Team B. And then when Team A does like the slightest tap to the person's stick or the person's wrist, oh, it's a penalty now. And that's how you keep artificial parity with the use of the officials. I hope that now that Tim Peel said the quiet part out loud, that people will really start to talk about how this makeup call culture needs to go away. This game management culture. Don't manage the game. Just call it by the rule book. Hopefully, we'll see a change, but I doubt we're going to see one in the near future. Anyway, that was just part 2 of my rant. And I'll see you all next time.